project and putting a little extra on there, and we'll let them talk, and then we'll get to Mr. Reese's question. So,
my name is Steve Houghton. I don't know if anybody knows me here outside of Sherry. I'm a licensed professional engineer in the state of Michigan and the state of Florida. And more importantly, I'm a local kid. In fact, Sherry and I graduated from Wago High School, what was it, about 10 years ago?
I think.
So, but anyway, I was brought into this project because it was kind of formulated in-house, and then the board wanted an engineer to take a look at it, kind of give it some blessing before Chris started working on it. So I took a look at it. It's a pretty typical segmented retaining wall. Good approach to trying to solve the proverbial erosion problem that has occurred on that corner for many, many years. And I guess what he did was propose 2 3-foot layers of wall, a total of 6 foot. And got into the project, and like any project when you're trying to deal with Mother Nature, it was modified slightly. And the project basically has quite a relief in elevation from the, say, the trading post side towards the fire barn. There's quite a transition in elevation. So the wall now, as it exists, is somewhat tapered. It starts out with more like 2.5 to 3 feet, and then it moves up to 4 feet on the fire barn end. And that particular end, as the construction progressed, a lot of things were uncovered. There was a large gravel vein that was more on the trading post end, and then as we rounded the corner and got up into the towards the fire barn end, there was a huge clay lens that was uncovered. And so there was some challenges that presented themselves during the actual construction. The construction progressed, and it's basically now it's finished. There has been some discussion about the possibility of adding some more courses of the segmented retaining wall to the wall. And I was asked to come tonight to kind of give you my opinion on whether we should add additional courses to that wall or not. And I thought about this a little bit. We're dealing with Mother Nature on this thing. And I think the best way to kind of pose this problem would be maybe Hurricane Katrina. And what happened down there is the Army Corps of Engineers built a bunch of retaining walls and dike systems around New Orleans, and they did it within a budget. And they built these walls and did a good job. Along came Hurricane Katrina, which was a storm that was far exceeded anybody's idea of how intense and big it was going to be. And those walls, some of those walls failed, and there was tremendous flooding, as we all saw on TV and everything. That was the case where Mother Nature dished out a little more than what could be handled by the existing infrastructure. So I'm thinking this wall is kind of the same way. I mean, we've made a real good attempt to stabilize the erosion on that hill, but should you decide to invest a little more money into this situation, several courses could be added 2 courses on the trading post stand and only 1 course on the fire barn, and because that's already approaching the maximum allowable height without some additional engineering and potentially some tiebacks and stuff like that. So there could be some additional wall added, and again, like the New Orleans example, it could, if those walls in New Orleans were just a little bit higher, they may have prevented some flooding in certain areas. So I guess it's a good investment from structural point of view. Aesthetically, I think it could add to the looks of the wall too, if there was some additional courses. Because quite frankly, I think the wall looks great. And I think it was a good decision that the township made to move forward with that. So then I guess the third consideration would be how much is it going to cost? And I guess we could turn that over to Brian, and he can kind of explain the additional costs that would be involved to add, I think, 2 courses on the trading post stand and 1 course on the fire barn. So if you want to take that.